Peace, love, and harmony, family. I am Infinite Life, here to share the truth unapologetically. And what are we doing right now? Raising those frequencies. And what else? Raising those vibrations. Take that good ass energy I'm sending and sprinkling on you right now. You better run and catch it. And what are we gonna do? Breathe in this good ass prana that is conscious with all. Let's go. Oh yeah, free to be. Beautiful. In reality, one more time, deep down from the base of our spine. Yes, deep down from the base of our spines and light up those chakras like the rainbow in the sky. Let's go. Make it deep, make it beautiful. Let's go. Feels so good in the land of the living with praises and thanksgiving. Can I get a hello? Oh yeah, and how grand rising there? Hello. Oh yeah, grand rising. It's a new day in the land of the living with praises and thanksgiving. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about how meditation um, heightens free thinking. You know, and I always have to go back to the way I live my life now, out here in the heart of nature, whether I am in the forest, by the sea, or in my garden. Yes. And somebody say, well, what meditation have to do with nature? And for me, it is everything because I am nature, asleep for many decades in an avatar. And was manipulated to shape a different reality other than myself, you know. And I had to relearn myself, and that means living the actual experience of myself, you know, and becoming my true self. And it is because of meditation I can see through the illusions and all the things that are not of us. And it is true being outside in nature, grounding myself, sunbathing, eating from the land, and engaging in clean habits and pure habits. I was able to understand in more depth who I am. And in doing that, I was also able to free think the non-dual reality existing in our space that is a total illusion, a total disgrace to humanity, and big poison to the land. And what do I mean about that? Well, when I am out here, I observe the birds, the leaves, and the trees. You know, so much of humanity feel coming out nature and grounding yourself and just sitting down in it and being still in it is a meditation, and it is, especially once you want to have a peace of mind. But it is in that peace of mind and that stillness, while sitting in nature, you can observe what is happening. You know, I know when the rain going and pour out on the land, the batchaks start to cut everything in my garden to bury them, so that when the rain come, it creates a fungus under the ground for them to eat. Because they don't eat the leaves, They don't. They store the leaves, they store their food and allow the food to get a fungus on it. And that's what they eat. They eat the fungus, not the leaves. And so many people on the planet, they're living in vain, you know. They're not living truthful now, And as I always say, you can't tell me that the system or the matrix cut away a piece of land and call it a park and that is nature. Yes, they have things growing in it in nature, but it is well kept. And some of these things are sprayed. So how can you connect in a area that is well maintained and sometimes sprayed? Get out in nature. Get in the forests, get in the seas, get in the lakes, get in the rivers. Ground yourself in pure naturality. I know if I take some of you into the forest with me, you'll panic, because you can't control your mentality. You can't control the way you view reality. It is all mental. I go in there and I am comfortable in there because I know what it is I want to experience while I'm in there, And when I bounce up animals and stuff, I control my energy because there's nothing to fear, you know. And I had the opportunity to witness people's behavior from a scenario that took place yesterday. What seemed to look like a alien invasion. And as it was, as I was viewing this, I was laughing at myself because I am saying to myself, but if aliens really wanted to show up, they won't show up in a mall. They will disguise themselves like humanity and be amongst them, observing their reality, seeing all the bullshit they're doing, all the lies they're telling, all the insults that they throw at each other, all the foods that they're eating that they're not supposed to eat, you know, and take that and transmute that to the truth of who we are. Because I will tell you something. If you don't know, now you know. If aliens really wanted to take us out, they'll take us out a long time because they done here with us long time. Existing amongst us a long time. Watching how stupid some of us are long time. And deciding here what is going on. We don't want Earth to exist anymore. They're here to make sure that the planet return to its natural state and the human beings who are willing to come outdoors in nature and experience their true self and become their greatest versions. Because we look at Mother Earth simple, but you know how much power Mother Earth have? You really don't know. And when you sit in nature, you can see it. You know, I was telling somebody the other day that the about bees now. Bees, they have genetically modified bees, and you have real bees, which are black bees, and they don't sting. They actually live in tree trunks. They live in especially if in my environment and they don't have trees to live in. They live in bricks. They find the rarest places to live so they could do the thing. And these bees are the innate bees of the planet. Not those box bees with the yellow and black stripes that people put out a box for. These are genetically modified bees, and the honey is not pure, right? And without bees, there's no pollination to take place now. And if there's no pollination to take place, then the food can't multiply for us. That's why it's important for us to keep the garden nice and green so that the pollinators could come around to take the nectar from the flowers and put them in a space where you might have to work for to get that honey. It's just simple like you just go and smoke a box and take it out. You have to climb for it or get into the bark of the tree to get that honey, which is natural and dark and extremely sticky. I know I have witnessed this several times in my life because I live in the space that keeps giving. It's called nature. And if you observe it rather than read a book, hear somebody experience and or I just call it the experience, hear the mindset rather than to put yourself through it and experience it yourself. You will know for yourself that not everything you consume is true for yourself. You know, and people are so arrogant to tell you to learn when they too don't do nothing but sit in a park and enjoy a view. Darling, I live it. So Where free thinking is concerned, you can see where you belong and see that certain aspects of the illusion is fake because there's always evidence of something happening that is real now. You know, it cannot be staged. It is naturally flowing, moving, being, and it doesn't need a stage to adapt itself. It's just natural in itself. So when I saw people running from absolutely nothing, just one person became alive, does it tell you how humanity don't think for themselves? Most of them, they just run with anything anyone gives them. And that's why it is important to sit and meditate with yourself. Listen to yourself. Observe your reality. Because meditation is stillness, yes. It is peace within yourself, yes. It is grounding in yourself, yes. But it's also observing your reality so that when you hear something or you see something that does not vibrate on that frequency, you can free think and go in the quantum field and get a better perspective of what's really going on in reality. I am infinite life, and I'm only going to share the truth with you unapologetically. Please tap that like button, subscribe to my channel. If this resonates with you, share this with someone who needs to hear this. I know most of you do because you see, you got to live the experience when you read it in a book or you hear it from someone else for yourself to know the truth of who you are before channeling and believing someone's manifestation of their experience. In my mind, I always say this: don't take something from someone if you didn't experience it. I am infinite life, here to share the truth unapologetically. Don't take my word for it. Just get out here in the heart and earth here and experience it yourself. And then get a greater view of what you're absorbing with yourself. And once again, I am infinite life. Do have a beautiful, awesome, spectacular, amazing, magical, wonderful day, just as you are. I love all of you. You know, stars.